My name is Brandon, but you can call me SoloStar. Some of you may know me from my YouTube videos, others may know me from listening to my music. What you may not know is that I'm a full-time college student with 2 part-time jobs and somewhat of a socialite. I try as hard as I can to juggle those parts of my life with my music, photo shoots, videos, and everything else I like to do in my little bit of spare time. One thing's for sure, everything I do now will determine how far I'll go in the future. Question is, will I have your support on the way to the top? We'll see. This is the story of the past that shaped my future. My motivation is simple, homie, I'm trying to eat. And once I'm fed, I'm trying to feed peeps in the street.
I met SoloStar from 2 guys named Brent and Donnie. When I first met him, I had a good vibe about him. You know, he's a good young man, and, you know, I like to work with him. I like his style, and, you know, there's good vibes.
Work for me if I know the tempo.
That's fine.
Then it's going to be lined up perfect.
Okay. I wasn't always as involved in music as I am now. I was born in Queens, New York, and raised by my single mom and my grandparents. I lived in Queens for 16 years until after my grandparents passed away. Then my mom decided to move us to Georgia in 2005. That was where I finished my senior year of high school, alone, without the friends that I grew up with. I felt like a complete outcast in my new school. That's where the name SoloStar came from. That's exactly what I was.
Know Brandon since 12th grade. Used to be in the weight room, talking mad junk, trying to get beefy. No homo. I saw him on Facebook. He kept like posting it, but I never did click on it because like I always just scroll through. I never do it. I looked, I was like, hey, that's dope. He's on YouTube and everything. I was like, got the videos popping. It's like, word, he's making moves. You gotta start somewhere. Hold your head up, fam. You know what I mean? Keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive. Stay out of the wrong crowds, cause especially in Gwinnett County, they don't care about you. You know what I mean? Just stay above water. Do what you gotta do. Keep on your grind. Stay on your prize, cause if not, no one else is gonna do it for you. So always gotta keep looking forward. Never look back. Holla back.
Ray was one of the few friends I made during my only year at Tequila High. After graduation, I never wanted to look back. But there was one incident that made me. When I was 18, I had a surprising brush with death that had changed my life. Forever.
We went to a club, and it was a New York themed club. So, you know, we all came out in our own little New York themed gear. And we stopped at the gas station to go pick up some mints to have our breath be smelling fresh and whatnot. And we talked to the ladies, you know, and so I couldn't find parking. So I had Brandon jump out, and I went and I found parking. And then when I stepped out the car, I heard several shots. And I was like, hold on, those aren't gunshots. And I was like, oh, maybe it was just fireworks or something. So I stepped out even more, I heard it even louder, and I ducked back in the car. I'm like, hold on, somebody's shooting. So I called Brandon, and just when I was about to call Brandon, he called me right back, and it was like, yo, you alright? I'm like, yeah, you alright? He's like, yeah. Yo, they shot at me, son.
The shooting was a drive-by, and I was the intended target. I didn't bother anyone, so why did the shooter feel the need to try to take my life? That question has yet to be answered. All I know is that God was on my side that night. He gave me another chance to live. To me, that was a wake-up call to try and stop this from happening to anyone else.
It's just a miracle how none of the bullets hit him. Like, one went right through his pant leg and just dodged him, son. That's a blessing.
That blessing allowed me to be a blessing to someone else. While studying sports management in college, I had interned for my alma mater, Tequila High School. Although I never ran track in my life, my internship was the same time as track season, so it was time to learn something new. I helped coach the students, and the students helped me learn how to lead. I met 2 students who shared my interest in music, Donovan Mahone and Brent Munnings. Together, they introduced me to a producer named Jones.
When I met him, I was like, okay, you know, he was a real cool dude. He was, you know what I'm saying, he didn't stick out too much at first, but he was definitely real cool. And I remember I was talking to his cousin one day because I used to play football with him. And he was like, yeah, my cousin, he raps and stuff. And I was like, really? Him? And he was like, yeah. So I definitely reached out to him and we went back and forth talking about music. And that was definitely something I enjoyed because I like talking to people about stuff that I'm interested in. And we clicked, we hit it right off the bat. Never no problems between us and everything was all good.
I'm getting crazy on the track. I'm about to go bazonka. Man, with that purple, he looked like Willy Wonka.
I actually introduced him to a guy named Jones. We did a couple songs together, but I have to say my favorite was definitely Time for a Change. That was something that we were real big on. It's a real positive song. It was a real success, I thought anyway.
That little bit of success enabled me to keep going and exceed at whatever I did when it came to my music. However, another near-death experience almost took that away from me. I had just turned onto a major road, and going at max 45 miles an hour, I collided with a Ford Escape who failed to yield onto oncoming traffic. I flipped her car on its side, and she in turn totaled mine. I am grateful, however, that I walked out with only a few scratches and bruises, nothing major. I'm glad that I walked away with my life, and a few months later, a new whip. The accident just confirmed the fact that it's not my time to go yet. And for that, I'm grateful. With that being said, the present truly is a gift. Thanks to the chain of events that have led me to this moment, and the people who helped me get here, I have a new outlook on life, and would love to share it with the world through music. I won't be able to do it on my own though, so I look forward to meeting people who can help me. People who also share my love for music and positive changes.
Oh, he go in and get the job done. You know, he don't waste a lot of time. You know, he know what he want to do and we get it done.
Shout out to Jones though, because without him, a lot of this wouldn't have even been possible. So definitely shout out to Jones.
Get girls and get money was my favorite saying. I wrote rhymes to compensate for nights I was dateless. My heart was repeatedly saying, I'm done, I ain't playing. So I made a quick decision to give up on love and saw the girls that I liked were constantly over the thugs. I never quite understood, so as I watched I would shrug and brush my shoulders off as soon as I walk away from love.